Welcome to Fulcrum Homedecor. My name is Pallavi and you have seen me here on YouTube sharing videos of my interior sites. If you haven't, then you must subscribe to this channel and we have an array of videos that you can have a look at. Today is part 2 of this luxury flat design that we have done. We had to split the video in 2 parts because it was becoming very long and I wanted to explain every aspect of the designing process here. So today I'll be sharing with you the 3 bedrooms and the bathrooms that we have made over in this apartment. Let's begin this tour from the master bedroom. So this is the master bedroom of the space. Now, the layout of this room, we haven't touched at all. We've left it the way the builder had given because the space was good enough for us to design. We started off by keeping the wardrobes on this large wall because that gave us the most amount of wardrobe space. We have the bed on this wall. Now, the bed of this room has been kept on this wall because of Vastu, and it also suited the layout of the space. The theme or the idea in this room was we wanted to keep it very minimal. We wanted to have a modern twist or a modern touch to the interiors, and that's why we went ahead with wardrobes which have beautiful fluted panels, and these have been Duco painted. Now, Duco paint is a type of spray paint that is used on furniture. It can be a very high gloss paint, it can also be a satin finish that you can achieve, but it's also very long lasting. We've given the wardrobes really long handles. Again, an ode to luxury is using things which are a little oversized. So we've done that here. And we've also given them a glass shutter to break the monotony of the wardrobe. And this part of the wardrobe has a lot of shelves. This is essentially for the lady to house her bags, shoes, etc. Then coming to the bed. Now that is the focal point of this room and we wanted to make the space look very grandeur. So the entire bed is tufted and the headboard has been extended right till the height of the door. It's a fully tufted headboard with a little bit of gold strips that we have provided in it. On both sides are the side tables, and again to give a little bit of luxury look, we have paneled this entire section. You'll see these beautiful moldings on both sides of the bed. In this room, you will see a lot of symmetry that is being created, and symmetry does go hand in hand with luxury is what I believe, and thus we have created a very similar look on the opposite wall. Now the opposite wall has 2 beautiful panels. Now we needed a mirror in the room, but we didn't want to create it only on one side. So we've done these POP moldings and both the POP moldings have mirrors in them. The central portion has this beautiful console. This is also a spray painted console and this is where we have just added that touch of color in the room. We've provided them with a reading chair on one corner and with a beautiful lamp which also houses a marble side table. The color palette, as I had mentioned, has been kept very neutral, and the pop of color has been added in the console, which is this beautiful bottle green, and it's also added in the cushions and a little bit here and there in the accessories. We've finished off this room with floor to ceiling curtains. You'll see we've provided them with a false ceiling, very minimal of course, but just to have the lights and also so that the curtain channels are not directly visible, we've kind of dropped the ceiling a little. So this is how the bedroom looks. Now let me show you the bathroom. All the bathrooms in this flat have been renovated. So this one, again, we wanted it to go in sync with the room. We chose to go ahead with the entire bathroom in this beautiful top color. We've just added some color in the niche, which just brightens up the space a bit. The rest, everything has been kept in a very simple color palette. We've also used luxury fittings from Jaguar, which are the sanitary ware that you see here is in a blush slate, and the commode and the basin is also from the luxury collection of Jaguar. We've provided them with some storage here and there, not overcrowding the space. And of course, the lighting of each part of the bathroom has also been taken into account. So this is how the master bathroom and the bedroom of this flat looks like. Welcome to the guest room of this apartment. Let me begin the tour of this room by showing you what we have done here as the civil changes of the space. Initially, as you saw in the master bedroom, the windows that were provided were of 2 levels. Now, there was some space outside the window. With the window, we either had an option for going ahead with a window seating, which we didn't feel was necessary since the rooms were of a very large size. But what we have done here is to remove that, and I've provided them with a full length French window. We've provided a grill outside, and the space, the little lintel that we had from the windows of the floor below, we've kind of made this into a Juliet balcony. Now, what a Juliet balcony is, it's a small standing balcony. You really can't place anything there. However, this balcony serves the purpose of hanging all the dried clothes here. So that was the first civil change that we did in this room. Apart from that, the layout of the room is absolutely the same. We've provided them with an L-shaped wardrobe. The wardrobes have been given floor to ceiling, like in every room, because it's a luxurious flat and we wanted to create that effect. The wardrobes have beautiful fluted glass, and this room needed to have a little Indian aesthetic because the puja was going to be housed here. On this side is the bed. It's a queen size bed since guests are not expected to come for a very long time. So the bed is queen size. It has 2 side tables. There's a beautiful wall paneling which we've done behind the bed, and the tufting of the headboard has been kept simple in sync with the wallpaper that we have provided. In front of the bed is the study table, which again, because they do a lot of work on meditation and retreats and stuff like that, she needed a space where she could house her laptop and do some research work or any kind of study. Open shelves above the study has been kept just to keep it very simple, and it has been decorated minimally as well. The color palette of this room was bounced off from the lotus theme that we wanted to carry in the puja unit. So you will see that reflected in the wallpaper, in this beautiful sheer and main curtains that we've provided, and also in the headboard of the bed. So this is how the guest room looks. Now let me show you the bathroom. The bathroom of this flat, they definitely wanted a bathtub someplace in this entire house. In this particular one, we have the shower and the bathtub together. So we created a space for the bathtub. We didn't change the layout of this bathroom because we wanted enough space for the bathtub. The tiles here which have been used are again wood finished in sync with what the bedroom was going to look like. There is storage beneath the wash basin. There is also storage behind as open shelves behind the commode. So this is a simple bathroom but looks very spa-like with the beautiful bathtub. Now let me take you to the final room, which is the daughter's room. So this is the third bedroom of the space, and it's the daughter's bedroom. However, she doesn't stay here constantly. She does keep visiting. This room, she wanted it designed in a little bit more artsy way, she did not want this to be a very traditional looking space. She loves vintage, but she likes it with a little bit of modern touch. So she likes to make things look a little different. She's a designer herself. And so this room is something that is a little bit different from the entire house. We started off this room again by these large size wardrobes that we have provided her. We've gone ahead with a cane cladding on the wardrobe shutters. These are actually real cane and not the laminate, and to give it an offset and not make it feel very Indian, we've used lighter colored veneer with it, and we've also added black handles to give it that a little bit of modern edge. The bed in this room is a poster bed. Now, it's not a typical 4-poster bed which has an Indian look. It is a little bit more contemporary kind of feel. The posts have been made with pine wood, and they have these beautiful ball structures on top. On both sides, we have provided her with side tables and kept it very simple. In front of the bed, we have this lovely bench and a small console, which is again made with veneer, and we have drenched it in black polish. She did not want much in the room, as I said, she keeps visiting. So we've kept it all very simplistic over here. The color palette in this room was very warm, and thus we wanted the walls to have a very different feel. We've drenched this entire room in this beautiful taupey color, and we've given this room a lime wash paint. So if you look at it closely, you'll see that it's completely textured. It's not overpoweringly textured, but it's got this beautiful lime wash kind of a feel. Behind the bed, we have paneled that entire wall with POP panels. However, again, the panels are not overwhelming because they've been color drenched in the same color. So this is how the look of this room is, and let me show you the bathroom of this room. This bathroom needed to have some vintage elements. It also needed to have some modern elements, and we blended them together with these beautiful terrazzo tiles as well as these mint colored subway tiles. So the terrazzo kind of gives an ode to the vintage feel, and the mint subway gives a little bit more country modern kind of a look. We have changed the layout. We've got the commode in the center, the shower area of course in the wet area, and here we've given her a huge storage space. Because there is no dresser per se in the bedroom, we wanted her to have a space where she could house all her other things in the bathroom itself. So even though the counter is smaller, the storage for the counter is quite a large amount of space. And again, we have played with the same colors that were there in the terrazzo. We've added a niche in the wall. We have added these a lovely off-white laminate, which is also a wood finish in the storage area. And we've added ample amount of lighting in mood lighting. We've added some accent lights here and there to make this entire space come together. Also, to add to the vintage elements, we have added these beautiful Jaguar old looking fresh gold but old styled faucets and shower knobs, etc., which really kind of play off from this entire space. So this is an entirely mixed metal kind of look in the bedroom and the bathroom with accents of black and gold, and they come together very beautifully in both the spaces. So this is how both the bedroom and the bathroom looks. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey. I hope you were able to watch part 1 of this makeover, which is already live on our YouTube channel, in which we explain the living room and the kitchen space and the balcony of this beautiful flat. If you haven't watched that already, definitely go and do that. There are ample amount of videos, shorter form videos that we have shot of this space, explaining different aspects of this space, which is only available on Instagram. So do consider following us there if you want to have a look at the content over there. So I will see you very soon in another makeover, in another home, or maybe a commercial space. So till then, happy living.